last week we introduced you to Vasavi Kumar, a Kansas City area transformational coach and speaker. Today, Vasavi, our Keeping It Real guru, she is back and ready to answer your questions. Good morning, Vasavi. Okay, let's get right to it. Okay, so Francisco wrote, I'm newly divorced and I have just retired from the workforce. I'm now at the point where I can redefine myself, but I am having trouble doing that. So I'm very happy where I am, but I feel the whole world is open to me, but I need to clearly define where I want to go. Any suggestions for Francisco? Vasavi?
So first of all, Francisco, great question. And if you're having trouble redefining who you are, just consider that it's probably because you've been doing the same exact thing for 25 years. And it's okay because now you have an opportunity. And just consider in that moment that you are the happiness that you're seeking. So the first thing that you need to do, Francisco, is start with the list. Make a list of the top 10 things that make you feel truly alive and happy. Number 2, go crazy, be irrational, give yourself permission to dream big.
Be irrational, Francisco.
Yeah, you gotta go crazy. Number 3 is spend some quiet time with yourself. I want you to visualize yourself 5 years down the road and just ask yourself, what do I see myself doing? And number 3 is you gotta work backwards. Okay, if you've already define who it is that you want to be 5 years from now, we got to work backwards. That's exactly the work that I do with my clients, and they can go to vasavikumar.com to find out more.
Francisco, there you go. All right, Kim wrote, how do you start a business when you are clueless on where to start? Ooh, that's a toughie.
It is a toughie, and I remember how clueless I was when I first started my business. So the first thing, Kim, you have to start with your why. Why do you want to get into business? Is it for money? Is it because you hate your job? Is it a hobby? You got to get clear on why it is you're going into business. And I just got to keep it real with you that if you're going to go into business for money, you're not going to be profitable. Here's the thing. The most profitable and long-lasting businesses are the ones that are committed to serving and giving back. But you got to get clear with your why. Number 2 is you got to educate yourself. There are tons of resources out there. Free websites, books. I love The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau, and there's another great book called Start with Why by Simon Sinek, and go to entrepreneur.com.
You got to have the business savvy, right?
You got to get that knowledge in. And once you have that knowledge, number 3, don't get stuck in perfection. You got to keep it moving every single day.
Excellent. All right, Marion asked, how does someone discover what puts a fire in their belly, what they really want? What about their passion? That is Marion's viewer question.
Marion, I hear this question all the time. The first thing is stop looking. The fire is already there. It is not hiding under a rock, I promise you. The fire is already there. You just have to turn up that flame. Number 2 is get quiet. So whether you're sitting out in your patio, you're going for a walk, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. If I didn't care what anyone thought, what would I do? If I knew that I would get it right, what would I do? And if money weren't an object, what would I do? Number 3 is challenge yourself. Test it out. Whatever those answers that you're getting in your quiet time, start taking action on that. And number 4, get uncomfortable. Because here's the thing. You may think that you know what you're meant to do, but you might not be right. It may be, the thing that you least expected. It's not going to be the thing that your mom or your dad or your colleagues have told you, or the job that you're currently in, or just everything that you've been told by society. I promise you, though, the answer is not out there. It is in here.
You're telling me that Marion needs to throw caution to the wind. She just needs to go for it.
You just got to go for it because life is too short to be sitting inside your little box.
This is some solid advice. I love it. This is why we look forward to having you on the show today. Very no nonsense. So if you have a question for Vasavi, she will keep it real, that's for sure. You need to drop us a question via email, kclive@kshb.com. Thank you, Vasavi.